Okay, so Jason Sands has released a statement. We're going to go over that and some other things in the pro-Jason category today. So let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, reading from Jason Sands' statement. Regarding the processes of whistleblowing and the various bodies involved, the National Defense Authorization Act outlines the whistleblower process, not the Inspector General's process. The role of the Intelligence Community Inspector General, where my case was ultimately directed, focuses specifically on investigations within the intelligence community. This was decided after some deliberation about whether my case should go to the Department of Defense Inspector General due to my role as an action officer last year. The distinction was made because my experiences related to my time on active duty as an intelligence analyst. Importantly, under the NDAA whistleblower legislative protections, the ICIG process does not confer any additional whistleblower status once a person is covered under these protections. In recent conversations, particularly during the spaced-out radio broadcast around the 340 timestamp, I clarified that while 20 and Back is not an official program name, it refers to a significant, though difficult, experience within the programs I was part of. It appears that this crucial part of my statement was omitted in some posts, leading to misunderstandings about my testimony. I am committed to providing more information soon to further clarify the challenging aspects of my experience with the program. There have been inaccuracies in public discussions about my clearance and credentials. Richard Doty recently suggested that the system used to look up my clearances was incorrect. My clearance levels in the specific access details are not publicly accessible and require specific read-ins, which not everyone discussing my case has. Eric Davis also made erroneous claims regarding the system of record for my clearances. Such access is compartmentalized and limited to those with equivalent clearance levels. Both Mr. Doty and Mr. Davis have made significant errors in their public statements regarding my case. I urge them to retract their statements and correct the record. To everyone navigating through the intricacies of these discussions and disclosures, I appreciate your patience and diligence in seeking the truth. It's crucial that these conversations reflect the complexities and sensitivities of the issues at hand accurately. I remain committed to transparency in the pursuit of clarity in this ongoing dialogue. So there you go, a pretty bold, firm statement from Jason Sands. Still not a lot of clarity on the whole 20 and Back thing, but it does seem to be analogous to some sort of program that he was involved in or subjected to. So, I want more details on that. Is there a 20 and Back program? That seems like important information. And I reported just the other day that people were talking about 20 and Back long before Corey Goode came on the scene. So, it's not all people, tuning into what Corey Goode said and, making up their own stories about it. But I am not a 20 and Back guy. I don't like 20 and Back. I don't want it to be true. I hope it's not. But if it is, it is, and we need to deal with it and, possibly fix it. Like so much else. Others are coming out in support of Jason Sands. The one, who I follow all the time and like a lot, says, I believe Jason Sands is who he says he is, and there's more than one way to skin a cat. And there's an interesting Reddit post over here. There's a Redditor, anonymous Redditor, who claims to be in the intelligence community, who says, people need to stop attempting to discredit Jason Sands. The claims being made against him can easily be addressed and dismissed. All it took to negatively turn the common perception of Sands was a few tweets from a few key figures who were so eager to quickly discredit him. It's the same people who spend all their energy to go the extra mile to discredit whistleblowers trying to advance the U.A.P. disclosure topic. And it goes on, Jason Sands is who he says he is. He is a current member of the intelligence community, meaning he is working for one of the government intelligence agencies in an IC work role related mission. Jason wishes to not disclose which particular agency he is supporting. Jason did serve 20 years in the U.S. Air Force and retired as a Master Sergeant with numerous awards. He was a member and contributor of the U.A.P. Task Force Forum, not necessarily the U.A.P. Task Force. He is not doing this for clout or to seek attention. He did testify both to Arrow and directly to Congress. Talking about the 20 and Back program. Jason said that, anyway, it goes on. There was one thing I wanted to touch on that this guy said. I mean, who knows if this guy's legit or not, but, he does go into a lot of detail, and it's a well-written post. I mean, who knows, guys? Who knows? But Jason has a fake law firm website to scam people. That's one of the debunks. This guy says this website was obviously not created by Jason Sands himself, but rather from somebody trying to discredit him. If you reference the domain records for the aforementioned website, you will notice the domain was created in April 2024. It makes zero sense why Jason would create a fake law firm site around the same time he'd come out as a whistleblower. So what about James Fox? Why hasn't he come out in support of Jason Sands? Well, the Redditor makes the point that he hasn't come out denouncing Jason Sands. He says, my belief is that Jason coming out on Twitter Spaces opened up a big can of worms and just made the situation a lot more complicated for James Fox to address. Fox did not know Jason would be coming out on X, neither did Jason himself. This may have disrupted some plans in the works for James' film. But I am sure he will make a statement once everything is in order. Be patient. This is a journey, not a race. About what Tim McMillan said, stating congressional and DOD sources determined this individual was not credible well over a year ago. Well, the Redditor says, I don't know how truthful the statement is since it is not backed up by any sources, but giving it the benefit of the doubt, I wouldn't be surprised if Jason was determined not credible by DOD. According to the official press release, under the lovely Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick's leadership of Arrow, there is no evidence of ET activity. With that statement, this would invalidate all accounts of every whistleblower who testified to Arrow, not only Jason. It is for this reason that Jason and others alike have chosen alternative routes to push government transparency on the UFO topic. And I'll let you read the rest of it at your leisure if you want to. Again, who knows who this guy is, if he's really in the intelligence community or not. But like I say, it's a well-written Reddit piece, and it might be worth your attention. And for anybody that doubts that Jason Sands was in James Fox's documentary, here is a still from the behind the scenes of James Fox's documentary, where it clearly says Jason Sands. Science Bob Maguire says, I have talked to multiple people I trust who believe Jason Sands is who he says he is and has seen the things he says he's seen. This is a usable source for James Fox in his new documentary, given these circumstances, in my opinion. Again, I have the caveat that I do not know Sands and cannot say his story is true, but I am now listening carefully. Nicole Sackit comes out very strongly in support of Sands here.
I was proud of ufology that it maybe had a moment in this slump or whatever that's going on. And then it all turned so stupid, ugly, so fast for no reason at all. Just have some manners, have some respect or decency, have some patience. Shame on you, Eric Davis. Like, honestly, shame on you, Eric Davis.
Yeah, so she's saying shame on you, Eric Davis. Now, and she goes on to say that she has turned so far against Eric Davis now that she hopes the Wilson Davis notes are not true. I wouldn't go that far, Nicole. I wouldn't go that far. I love Eric, and as Lou Elizondo says, if we knew all Eric Davis has done behind the scenes, we would realize what a hero he is. I have no doubt of that. But even heroes can be wrong. So, what's going on here? Is Jason Sands legit? Is he not legit? There are people chiming in on both sides. I wish I knew if he was legit or not. I have heard some encouraging behind the scenes stuff that seems to point him in a favorable light, but we'll see. We'll see. If anybody comes out publicly supporting him, or denouncing him, some big name like David Grush, that would go a long way in the conversation either way. So we just don't know right now. We're still in the fog of war on all of this. He has just come out. We are getting a lot of skeptics and a lot of debunkers, and now we are getting the debunks of the debunks, which is the usual phase, right? We are in like phase 2 or 3 now of any new information. You get the knee-jerk reaction, and you get the debunkers, and then you get the debunkers of the debunkers. Now I guess we have to wait for the debunkers of the debunkers of the debunkers. So who knows where it will all go. But Jason Sands does seem like a legit person in that he is who he says he is, and he has done, service in the military and has the clearances that he would need to have. So he does seem to be a legit individual in that sense. But, could he be a legit individual that's fabricating stuff or spreading intentional disinformation? Always possible, guys. Always possible. My mind is very open on Jason Sands. But yeah, it does seem like he probably is who he says he is. But has he done the things that he said he's done? The time will tell, but there you go. There's Jason Sands, words for the public that, just be patient, and that he will have more stuff coming out in the near future, hopefully explaining the 20 and back stuff with a little bit more clarity. And also just, standing up for himself and saying he is legit. So let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Smash the like button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media. There's Facebook and Twitter links below. Love to see you guys there. If you wanted to support Cosmic Road in an even bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store below, or by becoming a channel member, because channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Also, channel members frequently get to see videos hours ahead of everybody else. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.